I need to make X amount of money. That's not the goal ever. The goal should be becoming a successful trader, and that will just come pouring in. Ask Nate, right? It will just, the floodgates will open because now you can trade.
That's so true, Coach.
Yep.
The less I care about it, the more I make.
That's right, because it's about the
Now you can
trade,
trade.
not about that money, right? If that trade is successful, then you will be successful. This is why, if you guys remember, and we'll wrap up here with the trading ideas, but this is why, if you guys remember, right, Jimmy said he never looked at the P&L all day because it didn't matter. He's focused on the trade, not how much money is he making on the trade. I have to do it as your entertainer / host. So I'm like, oh, I made this. Oh, there it was. Because that way you guys can, you're just kind of involved in what I'm doing, right? But at the end of the day, that doesn't really matter. It's, were my trades successful? Did I enter the right time? Did I get out at the right time? Is there anything I could have done better? Next time I see that, let's do it this way, right? That's what your journal is for. Your handwritten, physical, not spreadsheet notepad on your computer, handwritten journal is for. So today, if you're like, oh, I'm not successful. If you don't have a journal next to you, you already broke my rule. So of course you're not successful. There you go. Here's your sign. Put the sign around your neck. You're not following the rules. Here's your sign. Oh, but coach, I did it 3 days last week. Here's your sign. You're not successful. You didn't do it 5. You can't choose some and not all. Okay. Let's go ahead and wrap up. Microsoft, we are live on all the things. Should be golden. Let me finish the pre-market. Microsoft upside 406.50, downside 405. Sorry about that, Bruno. Bruno's like, dude, seriously, just do the freaking pre-market and shut up.
I'm over here bouncing back and forth between tickets.
Bruno's like, come on, man.
And then he comes back and he's like, 4 6
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
like, oh, okay, slow it down.
Sorry about that, partner. All right, Netflix 56630. Bruno and I work together all the time, so he knows how my mind's all over the place. So I have to do right. It's kind of like Bruno gets it. You have to juggle 8 million balls. Nope, Bruno.
I gotta corner him in a room and just lock the door and say, stay right here.
Yep, just hold on. We're gonna do this part. Sorry, that Netflix call out was wrong. It's 567.50 up, 563.50 down. And I know this is a big variance. That's the way it is. NVIDIA. Notice I went back farther to verify this information, right? I didn't stay there. That's a good spot. Let me show you guys. I know I'm taking up more time today showing you this, but I think it's relevant. Here, 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 here. See it hanging out in here? So this is why I'm grabbing this number, right? So I'm just doing this quickly in here. The other thing that's good about it, notice where VWAP is. See how it's right in tune with VWAP as well? So this is a great spot. So now look at the number. Can't be at 640.93, can it? It's got to be at 641. Why? Whole number. And then the downside, of course, will be right there at 638. See where it's channeling? Great, great range.
What was those numbers, Coach? Sorry.
Oh, it was 641 and 638.
638.
Thank you. All right, the Qs. See how this one's a little harder? There's no data inside of this area. See how this is a big empty cavity?
Yes, sir.
Yep. So now what I do is I will typically look at where it is, how much range it's moved, where is VWAP to it, and then I'm going to use more information outside of this. And you can see right here, this was the same spot. See this? This is going back 2 trading days ago. So here, 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 and now go back into my 1 minute. So the upside's going to be 425. And this downside is going to be this 422. Oops. Sorry. Hold on. Right here. 423.23. Everybody see it? So some of them are going to be really easy because they were showing you information from the day before or pre-market or post-market. Otherwise, I've got to go back until I see data. See, now this one's easier. This is going to be for Soxel. Soxel. You see how I got to go right back into here. See all this traffic?
Yes, Coach.
And you see how it also aligns with all of this. If you look at all of this, see it?
Yes.
So that's that is the stuff I'm looking through. So I know I do this fast all the time just because, you know, we get the show rolling, but you can see the idea behind what I'm doing. So 32.94, for some of you are like, oh, that's such a giant spread. But this is exactly what I see. This is a great level, right? So that's why I give that to you guys. And right there's your next one. It's 32.10, but I'm going to pull this down to 32. Just because 10 cents, we might as well get the full move, right? Instead of, because think about it. 32 actually means 32.05, 06, 07. Why not get it below 32? Okay, good.
Should we go up to 33 as well, Coach? Because it's only 6 cents between the 32.94 and the 33.
That's correct. So yeah, it would be. Yep. Did I say 94? So yeah, it would be 33. Yep. Thank you.
These excellent explanations are great. Thanks.
Yep, you're very welcome. And I know I don't do this all the time, but you guys can see how much time it takes, right? So, SPY to the upside. And again, I looked at it on post-market yesterday, right here, all this traffic leading into the pre-market here. And it's above VWAP, and it's got enough move. So upside is going to be pretty high. And again, now look at the number, 491.46. Wrong. It will be 491.50 and above, right? It can't be that 4 cents, even though if you guys hear me catch it real close, that's what I'm saying. Right here, 488.28 to the downside. Last one, Tesla. Don't forget, digital thank you cards are available, which will help offset the dinguses that do the credit card fraud claims. We had 2 from the same person today because they didn't cancel their effing order. So instead of reaching out to me and I would have refunded him his money, he claimed it on a credit card fraud, which means now I need 200 transactions to offset this clown's twice fraud claim. That's what the digital thank you cards are for, by the way. So thank you, Todd, for your 17 digital thank you cards. They go a long way. It's not the money. Tesla, 186.63. Downside, 184.40. So now I have to go into the credit card company, and I'm going to show them the actual transaction history. They're going to give me my money back, but my merchant account still got dinged. That's terrible. When people do that, there's nothing that pisses you off more than that, I can tell you. As a business owner, there's nothing more upsetting than that. All right, I see a lot of people are direct messaging me. You guys know I won't be able to get to those right now. All right. Good morning, everybody. Good to see you all. Thank you for being here. Let me flip this screen, make sure everybody can see what's going on. There we go. Good morning. Good morning. Damn shoulder. Appreciate you all. I'm going to stick around as long as I can. I have got something going on with my stomach. I'm not really excited about it. Today is one of those days where it was really hard to come in here and hit that button to go live. But I have a job to do. I am an adult. You suck it up, buttercup. You do your job, and that's it. So I will be here as long as I can. But I appreciate all of you guys. All right, let's see. We should be live on all the things. Looks good. Let's see. All right. I saw somebody crying on TikTok about how they're not making enough money and they have to work 40 hours a week and they're tired when they come home. And I'm like, oh my gosh, really? What do you live the most luxurious life I've ever heard of? 40 hours a week? I haven't worked 40 hours a week since like my first job. Get out of here with that. That's what we like to call the bare minimum, ladies and gentlemen. If you're struggling financially and you're going to come out and tell me you're working 40 hours a week, no shit, you're struggling financially. Why don't you have another job? You can have 2 or 3 jobs. Come on, man. Stop. Change your mindset. It starts with you. I see so many videos out there. I can't afford to live and I'm working 40 hours a week. Oh my. But you have the time to post that with your $1,000 iPhone on a TikTok app. Go work. Stop complaining about it. I have no sympathy.
Titles to everything. Give me everything.
Yeah, you got to work for it, right? Less
No, they get
complaining, less complaining, and more doing. You'd be surprised what that can do for you. Get after it. Nobody's coming to save you. I say it all the time. You got to save yourself. Get out there. Stop complaining.
Hey, Coach.
Yes.
Hey, Coach.
Yes.
I work. I ain't gonna lie about it. I like my job though, so you know.
Yes.
But I sit here and do paper trading in between, and then I do a little bit of the cash trading also with options.
Yep.
And shares. You know, and I'm learning. Like I said before, I sit back here and learn from you, and I listen to you.
Appreciate it.
Mark McSee and Dawn and Nate in the mornings, and I have no complaints whatsoever. I'm picking up some great tips and some great teaching and learning. So, but I like my job, so I'm not complaining.
Absolutely, right? Absolutely. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's there's one thing for us to all suffer, and we all do. I don't care where you are, what walk of life you are. I don't care. You're suffering in one way or another. Just because the exterior appearance looks like everything is rosy, it's not for anybody, right? We all have these moments in life where life is a bitch, but you have to put on the smile, because if you don't, you're going to let that negativity and the stuff rot you. So if all you're doing is complaining about your situation instead of fixing your situation, you will live in that forever. You will never get out of that darkness. So,
and I'll be honest.
Yep.
I'll be honest with you. I mean, I'm not really worried about the money aspect because I make pretty decent money where I'm at,
Yep.
And to be trading on here and driving a roll-off truck and trying to dump loads, pick loads up, things like that.
Yep.
I'm not going to make tons and tons and tons of money right now. To me, this is setting me up for when I take a week's vacation.
Yes. Yep.
Sets me up for when I take a few flex days. I have some days to myself.
Absolutely.
Then I can sit down the whole day, trade with you guys, and get more involved. But it's just preparing me for that day.
That's correct. Yep. Absolutely.
So I'm happy where I'm at. I pay the $500 a month, and for right now, I mean, that's basically all I can go through with everything else I got going on in life.
Yep.
But man, you ain't gonna hear me complain about anything, dude. This is the best training I've ever had.
Oh, I appreciate it.
I am about as happy as I can be. So.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's just.
You betcha, buddy.
Thank you. It's just a post I see out there, right? It's usually from, and I get it, because especially when you're younger, it's really tough on you because, it's hard and you're working and you think you're just really going at it and you're 40 hours a week and you're like, I'm coming home exhausted. And I'm like, I get it. But seriously, even when you're younger.
I'm 58, Coach,
yep.
and I pull 12 hours a day.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll be honest. I'll be honest with you. I get into the aftermarket. I listen to them in the aftermarket, and then I plug in one of your EWO videos or 2 minutes or scalping video, and it puts me to sleep.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
because I'm wore out anyway, man.
Yeah,
So.
I hear you. I appreciate it. I just, again, I understand, especially when, you're younger and you think like, oh my gosh, is this ever going to end? And I'm struggling. It's just, you guys all know what I'm talking about. You keep seeing it on TikTok, right? And everybody's picking on the generations and all that. It has nothing to do with generations. When you were young, you understand because you're coming from, right? If you go from high school to now I got to work a full-time job, that's actual work, right? School was fun. You got to hang out with your buddies. You got to laugh. You got to have recess, right? And go to gym class. And then it's like, oh shit, real life hits you. So now 40 hours instead of in a classroom hanging out with your buddies, passing notes and asking, if this person likes me or not, goes from, hey, go get that trash. Go vacuum over there. You didn't do this. Here's your checklist. You better be here at 9. You better wait to punch that clock till you leave, right? And all this stuff. So it piles on them, and I understand. But instead of expressing yourself socially to everybody that's going to listen for that attention, just say, you know what? When I wake up tomorrow, I'm going to kick ass. I'm going to go to that job and I'm going to find another job that either pays me more, or I'm not tired when I come home, or I'm going to find some sort of skill that's free on YouTube, TikTok, anywhere you go. I'm going to learn a new skill or a new craft or help somebody. I'm going to do something that changes my life instead of every day waking up and doing that 9 to 5 that you say you hate. Well, guess what? You can change that. And I mean, isn't that a big part of what we're doing in here today?
Yeah.
Isn't this something that we are, right, training and educating on inside of this room? If you take this seriously, and this is your passion, and this becomes all you eat, sleep, think about, right? Because remember, wherever you're focused on is where all of your attention is going to go and what you're going to excel at.
But it's not how they think. They're entitled. They think
I get it.
they're entitled to have the most things for as little of
I
work as
understand.
possible. And they complain about it all the time.
I understand. So anyways,
80-20.
thank you. But anyways, I need you guys to focus on what needs to be done. If your life has to change it, right? I know it's 9/22 and I'm losing ass loads of money because I'm not marketing myself or my business. Because guess what? The only way I get paid is if you sign up for a membership. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, it's an actual business. So every time I'm having my pep talks or my moments, or when I'm not talking about our business, right, or the way people are making money, I lose money. That comes out of my pocket. But guess what? There's a lot more to this than just me making money having memberships. I want you guys to actually wake up and be excited and grateful every day that you get to be here, even in this room. Some of you can't do that. Some of you aren't even going to wake up today, right? You've passed. Some of you are dealing with sick kids, sick others. You're sick yourself, right? Some of you can't even brush your own teeth anymore. So all you can do is listen, right? So respect where you are today. If you woke up healthy today, be happy. Oh, I don't got nothing going on in my life that makes me happy. The fact that you can say that and think that means you should change your outlook. You can choose to be happy every day, and it only starts with you. Whatever the dark past is that keeps replaying itself in your head, you're the only one that keeps hitting play on that. You are the only one that keeps recycling whatever is holding you back. Stop hitting play on the same song that is holding you back. Oh, well, you can't change yourself because it's who you are. I don't give a shit. Yes, you can. Stop. You will never forget where you came from. That's why I like to discuss where I'm from, because everybody likes to hear that, right? That somebody who came from nothing can now be a multimillionaire. That is an awesome story. That's what we want to achieve financially, right? Nothing else, just financially, that makes sense. But I will never forget where I came from, but I also don't keep replaying like, oh, I'm starving. Oh, I don't have a structure. There's nobody here to help me. I got to fend for myself. Am I going to get killed today to go to school? Like, whatever you're doing, replaying in your head, you have to stop hitting play on that freaking same song. It's got to go away. So for all of you today, and I've been saying this since 2024, this has been my 2024 mantra. I have pounded it every day. This is going to be the best year of your life until we're in 2025, and we're going to do it again. I want you guys every day to be focused, not just on making money, because that's bullshit. Trust me, you can be rich and unhappy. Money has nothing to do with it. It's going to come down to what you love, what you want to do in this life, how you spend your time, and if you're being the light to others. Because if you are just sitting there and you're rich, but you're an asshole and you're not helping anyone, you're just going to be Scrooge, right? There's a big difference. That's why I love the Nates and Jimmys and Bradys and everybody that stays in here and helps, and they come back and they talk about what's going on in their lives and they answer. You know, Jimmy came in last time and Bruno asked him like 800 questions and he sat there and he answered all of them, right? That helps people, and I love that. It isn't a money. This is not just a money situation. At American Dream Trading, we are about people helping people. This is a community first driven system, right? The making the money is what you will do. It is a side effect of doing what we do. I cannot stress that enough. So if you guys are having a really bad day here on this Friday, it's time to change the tune, right? There's nothing you can do about your past. There's literally nothing you can do about that past. Now, if you need to mend broken fences, maybe you burned some bridges, maybe you were out of line, you can fix some of that stuff. You can at least try to repair the damage so it's less on your soul, right? So again, 2024 is going to be about self-improvement, self-help, right? I want you guys to succeed, not just financially. Not just financially. I can't stress that enough, right? Some of you think, how many movie actors and stars have made it to the absolute top and they're at their darkest days, right?
A lot.
Yeah,
A lot.
it has nothing to do with money, everybody. I'm telling you, it's internal struggles. We need to work on ourselves. So again, and I'm going to say it over and over, all 2024, I need you guys to work on yourself, right? And this is why I got so serious and so passionate about my health, my own mental struggles, right? I conveyed some of that when I was in my car privately with a bunch of my paid members. I explained to them what was going on in my life, the losses I was dealing with, the relationship struggles, all the stuff. We all have the things, right? So when you guys are watching me, you're like, oh, this guy, I don't know where he's coming from. He's got all this money and he's just on TikTok every day. Well, that's all bullshit. We're all human beings. We're all experiencing stuff together. So this is why we need to be the light inside of this community and everywhere else, right? You need to be positive, mindful of others, and don't be an asshat. It's pretty easy. You can have discussions. You can have disagreements, right? Don't come at people sideways. You guys know who I am, right? You know I come from the streets, and I know it sounds stupid when some old rich white guy says that, but I'm straight ass as ghetto hood as anybody ever was. I promise you that. And it's still inside, right? But the disrespect. So for me, that's one of my key issues is disrespect, right? Some of you got that button that gets pushed and you go off. We have to work on that ourselves. That's something that we all have to deal with is our own weird struggles and everything. But again, stop hitting play on whatever is holding you back. Today, moving forward on your journal that you all have to have is one of my rules. You are going to write on that you are going to help yourself. Whatever is bothering you today, you're going to fix it. All right? So real quick, I know I'm running really late. I got 2 minutes. Let me get through this. As always, thank you to all my moderators. Thank you to Bruno, Carter, Lee, Don, Paul at the beach, Miranda, Johan and Happily Housewife, Eric's Moto, DT the female trucker, Luke Sidewalker, Kaizen, Jimmy, Brady, David, Mark, Nate, Ted, and Mark McSee. Thank you to all my military family, anybody that's serving or that has served. Thank you so much. We honor and respect you every day. Thank you. Special shout out to my son in the Air Force. Thank you to all of my first responders, firefighters, police officers, teachers, doctors, nurses, and everybody with me, and all my truck drivers around the world. There it is. Thank you guys on this amazing Friday. Love your faces. Be safe out there.
Hell yeah, let's roll.
Now, listen, I know I didn't get to do any of my marketing, but I just, only thing I'm going to leave you with today will be the last time you guys will be able to buy a VIP lifetime membership. If you want it, go get it now. Also, today is the last day for VIP Gold at $1,500. So if you want it, take it. Otherwise, don't cry about it because that price is going up on both of those. Well, lifetimes are gone. VIP lifetimes are gone. I let in exactly how many people I wanted. It was great. It was fun. Yay. That's over. So last day, you guys can get into it. We are now about 15 seconds out. Last night, Amazon beat, Meta beat, Apple did not. So that's why you're seeing it. Meta also has a 50-cent dividend. That's why that is running today. Let's follow the rules. Let's have a great day. Love all you guys. Clear and concise call outs. Let's have a great day. Now, remember, I'm probably not going to be here all day because I'm sick as hell today. All right, here we go. MINM. We've been watching that on Hot Stock Picks. That went all the way up to $8. Congratulations to all of our VIP members that made money on that. First thing, nice job.
Coach, INBS is a stock. I don't know if it's on the hot stocks, but it's running.
I'm sure someone would be able to look at that. Thank you.
Sure.
Not on the list, but yeah, it's been running.
Thank you. INBS just started running here. It looks like at 9:25 started to get volume. INBS. Preliminary unaudited fiscal second quarter and 6-month revenue results. So it's great for small accounts. Take a look at INBS. Thank you. Looking real nice. Got up to 465. SPY moving to the upside. Check out SPY. SPY starting to get some movement to the upside here. Meta pulling back. That's everybody collecting all the money they made yesterday. By the way, who had a straddle, strangle, or call options on Meta?
Google
Call
now
option,
crushing
Coach.
hard.
Call option, okay. Anybody else? One person. I know Mark M had some.
Mark went shares.
Thank you. Okay.
I did a simulated one on Robinhood.
I had one call.
That doesn't count, but
Okay. All right. Well, I want you guys to see how that looks. You guys should be about 5x up. Congratulations.
yeah, that one was $1,000.
Yep. Nice.
And now it's up to $6,000.
There you go. Like I said, it's about 5x. So congratulations. This is why I said a straddle or a strangle will work. It offsets the loser, which is 100%. And as you heard from Josh, he would have made the extra 500% on top of it. There you go.
Apple first green to minute.
Thank you. Apple running, Amazon pulling back. Everybody's collecting. SPY also pulling back. Apple's ripping here.
Coach, I'm 100% on Google Put because it's crushing hard.
Okay, Google to the downside was the call out. Thank you.
Coach, you nailed it. 500%.
Oh, nice.
Coach, good morning. $300 with INBS jump.
Nice.
Thank you so much. I'm done for today.
Nice job. Yeah, 500% right on the money, huh? It's like I've been in here before, right, Ted?
501.95.
Oh, that's, you know what?
You're awful.
Yeah, this guy doesn't know shit. I would never spend money in that program. It's trash.
DWAC just launched. Big time.
Thank you. Good call out. DWAC is now up 4.5%, moving up nicely.
Bigly. Bigly.
Yeah.
Google's still crushing hard, Coach. Oh my gosh, I'm making so much money on Google right now.
Okay.
Holy cow.
Okay, thank you. The call out from Nana is Google to the downside.
I'm sorry, like he crushed so hard.
No, I hear
It's
you.
amazing.
No, thank you. That's a great call out. Thank you,
Well
Nana.
said.
Oh, I love Nana.
INBS continuing to climb here. Still got a lot of volume, 8.35 million. This is a low floater at 1.45 million. You see it there, Nate? Everybody should have a trailing stop. If you guys are using a trailing stop, it looks like it's going to be anywhere between 25 and 39 cents on your average true range. If that's too large for you or you're going in too big, you just have your stop just below VWAP. Thank you for riding at Cedar Point. I see the profits are starting to roll in. People are already making buttloads of cash. That's what I like. Patrick H, thank you for the digital card. Same with you, Dave. I appreciate you. Thank you for that digital thank you card. Also, Tommy C, I appreciate you. Thank you for that digital thank you card.
Apple's on a second green, and they keep talking about the Apple Vision Pro, so hopefully that'll boost Apple today.
Yeah, baby. Daddy's getting his today.
Bet your ass, buddy.
Thank you. So those of you that celebrate Apple Provision Day, here's to you. Congratulations. Merry Christmas. Happy Apple Provision Day if you're the type that celebrates that.
Meta's ripping back up.
Thank you. Meta popping back to the upside. I see it here. Nice bounce. Same with Amazon.
Amazon ripping up.
Yes,
Yep.
Amazon too.
Amazon
Up
doing the same thing.
$1,100 on my calls.
Oh, nice job. Look at Google. Google bounce here at 138.17.
Yep. I'm out.
Nana making
Nvidia is bouncing back to very nicely to the upside.
All right, thank you. Now listen, if you guys are on these 2-minute EWOs, we don't get out. We just shed. Apple now above the 200 and VWAP, and it broke 181.40, which was our pre-market critical level to the upside. Apple's ripping. You're right. They're probably all over the news today with Apple Provision.
AMD's breaking pre-market high as well.
Thank you. If that's the case, everybody, yep, take a look at Soxel for small accounts. It is kind of flat here, but watch for NVIDIA and AMD. If those continue to run, of course, you'll be watching Soxel. Good job.
Yeah, Coach. They moved up during the Meta conference call and Amazon when they're announcing investment in capital infrastructure for AI.
Right. Thank you.
They're going to be spending money on Meta and NVIDIA.
Yes. Meta continuing to rip here to the upside, now bouncing around 200. NVIDIA up nicely, 1.8%. Meta still holding up strong at 16.6%. Looking really juicy.
Up 25% on Metascalp.
Yes, nice job. There goes NVIDIA getting ready to make new high. There it is. There's new high day on NVIDIA. Looking real nice. It's on its second 2-minute EWO to the upside. NVIDIA's on its second 2-minute EWO on its upside. It is above the 200. It is above VWAP. The trend is to the upside. You're in a 6-star trade. Congratulations. Merry Christmas. That's the best trade you can be in. For the record.
I got that one. Thank you.
Yes, for the record, that's the best trade you can possibly be in. Meta ripping. 463.28 is now being broke. It is trying to break that pre-market high to the upside. Amazon is just absolutely going on a tear run. NVIDIA, new high a day, is just climbing constantly. Hopefully all of you 2-minute EWOs, you're making ass loads of money. Yeah, you are. Today was the perfect opportunity for you to buy the VIP lifetime that you'll never be able to get again unless you do actually just want to pay $5,000 per year, because that's what it will be. So thank you in advance for those of you that don't take advantage of that offer. I appreciate your hard-earned more money than if you could buy the lifetime now. Meta on first 2-minute EWO to the upside, looking at a resistance level right here, a 463.44. Be careful on that. Meta's starting to blast off, though. 17.5% Meta climbing. Amazon still to the upside. Same with Apple. SPY's kind of holding flat. Let me check on Tesla here. Let's see how Tesla's doing. Tesla to the downside. NVIDIA still on the way up, pulling back slightly on 646.71. Meta's flying. Real nice. Apple moving up nicely over news on Apple Provision, continuing to run to the upside. Nice job.
Yeah, Coach, their conference call was good news, and yet the stock tanked. We just thought hedges were driving it down.
Nope, that's because the
guidance.
Nope, because sales were lower in like Europe, which is only 7% of their entire business.
Oh, okay, and China too.
Yeah. NVIDIA new high. 21.55 on Apple starting to flip bullish.
Hold on. Sorry, Daddy's got to get some caffeine because I'm not even hyped up enough yet for this beautiful Friday. It's time to get more hyped because this ain't cutting it, Chief. This is some bullshit. I did not come into this room to have a low energy day. If I'm going to hit push the play button, we got to go. Meta still looking strong here. 13 million volume on Meta. Its average volume is 16 million. We're almost at its average volume here at 9:39, 9 minutes into the bell. Told you, though, this is a level of resistance here on Meta. As long as this can hold above 463.28, which was our pre-market setup to the upside, you should have clear skies. If not, watch for that to pull back to the 200 MA. Amazon's ripping. Amazon now almost up to its critical level of 171. Watch for Amazon here.
Buy a new high.
Thank you. There it goes. There goes Meta. Meta's ripping. New high a
Second
day.
2-minute EWNQs. Sorry, Coach.
Nope, you're fine. And Meta, new high a day. You guys should just be ripping that bad boy. Woo! Look at that. Amazon has broken above that 170.84 critical level to the upside. And again, if Meta can hold 463.28, you guys are looking real nice. Anybody?
NVIDIA also, Coach.
Thank you. Hopefully you guys are all making money, yes? Okay, good. I'm not in any trades.
sir.
Not making any trades
Yeah, it's
today.
good.
It's all about
Can't
you
even
guys.
stand up. I'm making so much money.
Are you nervous? Are you shaking?
Do
No.
that nice drop on SPY. Big pull on SPY.
Not a big pull on spot yet, partner, but I see it. We're all right. Look at Meta staying up real tall. That's beautiful. NVIDIA, new high a day. NVIDIA, I called out the second 2-minute EWO. I told you that as a 6-star trade. You should all be making ass loads of money right now. Okay, good.
Yeah, as excited as I am about Meta, NVIDIA just passed my Meta.
Oh, nice job. Yeah, that's because
I'm having a good day.
yeah. That's beautiful. And look at Meta's now up 18%. Look at Meta. Who's still in Meta? Talk to me.
I'm still in it.
Nice job. That's just that's a ripper. That's a ripper.
I'm in there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You got
Coach,
it.
yeah.
Go ahead.
The question is, how long do you hold on to that?
Forever. Until it shows you don't hold on anymore.
My hands are feeling dirty.
Yep. You feel dirty making so much money. I get it. It's 70.
Nexi's over here running too, Coach. Nexi, new high.
Oh, thank you. $73.60. $73.60 to the upside on Meta today. New high a day on Meta, continuing to rip. Same with NVIDIA. You guys should all be making money. Please tell me you at least got in on the NVIDIA 2-minute call-out 6-star trade. I said there is no better trade in the world than that trade.
Got in it. Got in it right when you said that.
Thank you.
I did, Coach.
Thank you.
TSM ripping, Coach.
Thank you. Everybody do me a favor right now. Move your stops up a little bit. Let it work. Give it some range in case we have a knife drop anywhere. You should never allow a green trade to go red. If you are panicking, take some off the table. You're going to shave at 50%, 20%, 20%, 10%. Do it until you are comfortable. Don't take it all off the table, even on micro pullbacks. Don't do it. Get your hand off the mouse. Listen to the sound of my voice. Meta, new high a day, touching 470. NVIDIA, new high, 648.54. Beautiful. What a ripper. Take it. Go, 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 baby. Go. Love it. Everybody should be making money. If not, I don't know what to tell you. Then you're not listening to the sound of my voice.
Hot stock MINM trying to make another run to the upside.
Thank you. And
Spot a new high again.
thank you. NVIDIA staying up nice and tall. So is Meta. Meta looking to break new high a day right here. It's staying up there. Wow. I can see some
Check
sellers.
AMD, coach.
Thank you. I can see some sellers are pushing on resistance, but it's there. The volume is there. There it goes. New high a day on Meta. Get ready. You can about to have new high a day over there on NVIDIA as well. Yep. AMD.
Dream trading is just such a beautiful thing.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you. ADT to the upside. American Dream Trading to the upside. Thank you. Meta now at 471. NVIDIA now at 649. If anybody got in on the 2-minute EWO on NVIDIA, you're probably in the best trade you've ever been in on this 6-star trade to the upside. Meta continuing to run. Here comes the first pullback on Meta. We'll see if this is going to do anything. I just seeing slight movement. Nothing's happening. Nobody panic. Look at NVIDIA ripping now, almost up a whole dollar in the last 10 seconds. I called it out. Who is in NVIDIA right now? You are making ass loads of money.
Insane, coach.
Yes.
I am coach since yesterday.
Easy money.
6-star trade across the board, called out to perfection. Go, go, go.
Hit that money train, coach.
Oh, and those people that were in the bad trades on AMD might even recover if they held on.
Right.
Said, don't remind me I should have held on. It's killing me. But you're 100% right.
That is beautiful right there, ladies and gentlemen. Meta is almost up 20%, $77. What the hell? By the way, in the history of me doing this in about 32 years, I have never seen a blue chip run that big, that hard, that fast, and that hot. That is butter. Yeah, it is.
That's phenomenal.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Do you believe in magic?
Coach,
That's
spy 2 minutes.
Thank you.
And I meant your singing voice, not
Oh,
that.
thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I'll be here all next week. NVIDIA, new high a day. Look at NVIDIA. 651. Rippa. SPY ripping. Apple ripping. Meta ripping.
SOXL ripping too, following NVIDIA.
My goodness. Apple ripping. Look at NVIDIA. Tell me you're still in NVIDIA.
Yes, thank you, coach. Up 100%.
Yes. Of course I.
Nice.
Yes.
I'm never getting out.
Never.
Thank you, coach.
Nice
With it,
job.
baby.
Holy shit. Sorry, but holy shit.
I don't even have lines that
Why
high, man.
morning already? Holy cow.
Whoa, look at that pop on NVIDIA. What the hell
Holy,
was that?
oh my god.
What the hell is it?
Coach, I'm in
Some
7
mirror?
contracts.
I'm going to put in some puts.
Wow. Stop it.
Oh my goodness.
You stop yourself. Look at Meta.
Don't fight the trend, bro.
Oh my gosh. Look at Meta.
What a beautiful day.
Oh my. Now listen, this is an account changing day.
Yeah.
Keep your hands off the mouse. Listen to the sound of my freaking voice. Stop manipulating shit. Let these damn runners run. Again, if you panic, you get nervous. Shed, 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 but do not jump all the way out. Shed.
Ain't touching shit.
Coach, I got out right here. What the hell is wrong with you? NVIDIA. Rocket ship.
Oh.
A Diet Coke's a hell of a drug.
Yeah, it is. Come on, let's go. Look at NVIDIA. New high a day. 353.53. My goodness gracious. Meta. If you are looking at anything, collect, shed only. Shed only. We don't know if it is done. Allow the runners to run, for God's sakes, man. Let the runners run. Oh, but I don't want to make $1 million today. Stop it. Stop the bullshit. This is the day that I trained you for. Let the runners run. Stock Sister, I'm staring right at your face. Oh, Coach, I got out 18 minutes ago. Oh, I should have stayed in. Stop. Collect, shed when you are comfortable. But for God's sakes, man, if you're up 300%, why are you getting out? Collect when you want. 50, 20, 20, 10. Allow the runners to run. Amazon pulled back at that 171 critical level up here. Markets pulling back. Definitely collection levels. Yes. Meta is still up 19%. NVIDIA is still up 3.2%. Nice. I'm seeing everybody coming in. Nice, Mark. 938%. 938% on Meta calls. Nice job. Good job. Good
I'm up
job.
100% on my calls.
100%. Nice job.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
20% on total account today, Coach. Unbelievable.
Nice job. Great, great job, everybody.
Good day for Groundhog Day for us.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Now, listen, we don't have a million days that run like this. This is why you got to take advantage of it. Days like today, these are account changers. These are not where you're like, I'm just going to make $60 today. Leave it alone and you'll make $6,000 today. You will wipe away the last 60 days of bad trades that you have made. And hopefully that's not you. But if it is, today is that day that it flips the whole account on its head. And you're like, yes.
Up 44% on my whole.
On your whole account? Nice job. That is glorious. All right, we'll see what it wants to do. Meta is still at 19%. You should still not be panicking. NVIDIA is still up 3.3%. You should not be panicking. You're in a 2-minute EWO, for God's sakes. When it pulls back, 50%. Right? You still above VWAP? You're still golden? Great. If you still don't like it and it's still pulling against you, 20 more percent. Right? Allow the runners to run. Do not get little chicken shit feet today. It's not your job to do that. Your job is to let the runners run and stop dinking with stuff. And if you've ever been in here when I've been telling you all this, and you're like, damn it, I wish I would have did that. I wish I would have listened to him. Here's another opportunity, right?
Yes. And Coach, I just want to add, we have a whole bunch of llama heads.
That's awesome. Oh, by the way, today we have 595 people, so 600 people in our Zoom room today. Thank you guys for being here on this beautiful Friday. I appreciate all of you guys. Nice, nice.
No, I live this. I have a house full of young adults in here.
We
Can't
cannot.
trade.
We can't hear you, Mashulo. Go ahead.
No, I said I have a house full of young adults in here, and I can't trade.
Oh shit. Oh boy.
No, I can't because my office is
It happens.
wide open.
It happens.
Yep.
Look at
I'm enjoying everybody making money. I love it.
Good, good. Now listen. This is how much I care. Do you guys realize I'm not trading any of this? I haven't made a single trade today. Not a single trade has been executed on my end at all. Could I make $250,000 pretty easily today? Absolutely. I have not made a single effing trade at all. Today is for you. Today I want you to make the money. Have you guys ever noticed on the biggest run days that happen, I usually am not trading because I'm making sure you guys are getting paid? Has anybody ever noticed that, by the way, that I'm giving up literally millions of dollars every day I do this because I'm not trading it?
Yes, I have.
Yes,
Coach.
definitely. Yes. I
every
say, Coach, get in.
single-
Nope.
Yes, Coach.
Every time the market has ever ran, I'm never in it. I make sure you guys are getting paid. Listen, my job is your trainer. I don't get paid to trade. I get paid to make sure you guys are executing these trades. Now look at Meta. If you did not get all scared out of your brain like I told you not to, you are now about to get a new high a day. Stop being scared of the trades. Let them run.
Great advice,
Coach,
Coach. I just
get
got to
in-
think this is round 2 coming up.
Be a good general, Coach. Get in the fields
I'm
with
not.
the
It
fighters.
is not my job to make money trading. It is my job to make sure you guys understand and are executing the trades properly. That's my only job here. There is a difference between me and every other TikToker, YouTuber, and Crypto Kitty who gets to show their amazing P&L because they don't really give two shits about their community because all they are, right, is making money for themselves. This is different over here. This is about you. You make the money. You, right now, today, will change. Some of you today, I promise you, what you're making today will change your life. Meta, new high, a fucking day. Excuse Don's language.
Okay, guys, let's do it for the dipper.
Hot stock
Handle for me, Coach. Cup and handle.
Glorious. Excuse Don's foul potty mouth.
I can't help it.
INBS just flew to the moon real quick there, Coach. Huge candle to the
Yep,
upside.
I see it. IMBS is now at $5. NVIDIA is now working its way back up to where it was before. This is why you don't get out of everything. This is why you have to silence that voice in your brain that keeps telling you, just collect the money. You've had all these bad trades. You're in the green. Just take the money. Stop the bullshit. New high a day.
Stop talking
Meta.
to me. Stop
Cup and
talking
handle,
to me.
Coach. Cup and handle. Look at it.
Meta, new high a day.
This is freaking insane.
Some of you, this will be the best trading day you've had yet. Some of you that are newer here are now experiencing why American Dream Trading has made over $65 million in profits for our members. Some of you today that are new are now going to understand why we are the fastest and largest stock market education company in the country. It is because we do shit like this. Anytime we see something that's happening, we let these bad boys run. Let them run.
Coach, I can't wait to see the profit and loss channel today.
Oh,
Coach, can you look at that candle in Soxel, please?
Looks great. Leave it alone. Let it run. It's doing the exact same thing as NVIDIA and Meta. Don't touch that dial. You touch that dial, I'm going to drive to your house, and I'm going to slap the dog shit out of you.
Slap, slappy.
Yep.
If I touch it, you better come and cut my freaking hand off because I'm not. I can't touch it. No way.
NVIDIA continuing to run. Meta continuing to run. Now, here's what I want you guys to know. When Meta pulled back and NVIDIA and Soxel, if you collected 50%, awesome. There's nothing wrong with that because guess what? Now that it's running to the upside, you are more apt to leave it the hell alone because you don't have as much weight against you, right? Every major pullback, 50, 20, 20, 10. By doing that, the higher it goes, the more you'll leave it alone, the more you'll make. Every major pullback, here comes NVIDIA, we collect 50, 20, 20, 10. It will lighten the load. It will help you to hold on. It's better than getting out of everything and then it runs more and you lose a ton of money. Shed, 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 shed. By the time you get down to that last 30, 20, or 10%, you're going to be so confident, so comfortable in that trade. You have locked in all that money. Like our good friend Eric always says, you've eaten a cookie and now it is in your belly.
2 minutes of shift change, Coach.
Right?
Try getting it out of my belly.
50, 20, 20, 10. Do it every time this is a pullback on Meta and NVIDIA. But by doing this, you lighten the load. It is less that you worry. It will take the pressure off of you. The more you collect, the less pressure against you. But if you would have got all the way out, you would miss all that money that it ran again. Collect on the pullbacks. Let them run when they run. And I don't care how many bad trades you've had up until today. It is not the day where you're just going to say, oh, I made $16. I'm just going to get out. I'm green. I made my daily quota and I'm going to leave. Stop doing that. There's no such thing as a daily quota for a day trader. Let it run forever. Why make 10 when you can make 100? Why make 100,000 when you can make 1 million? Leave it alone. Thank you.
Coach.
Yes, talk to me, Nate.
I'm up $47,000.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Damn,
Well
Nate.
done. Holy smokes.
Nate the Great.
Way to go, Nate.
Congrats, Nate.
Did you do options?
Holy NVIDIA.
I did options on Meta.
Options
You
on
son
Meta.
of a-
Good job.
Ah.
Nice.
You gotta love Nate, man. You
Oh,
Good
gotta.
job, Nate.
fuck me. Unbelievable. That's amazing.
Now, Nate, is that your biggest options profit?
In one day, yes.
Yes.
More to go,
And
Nate.
Coach,
More to
Coach,
go.
he came in this morning and did that.
Wow. Oh,
Mm.
that's
amazing.
And you know what's
I
crazy?
am loving this sitting back.
If everybody listened to what just happened, the market's only been open for 30 minutes. Nate has now made almost $50,000 in 30 minutes.
I'm still in it, Coach.
Nice job.
Coach, I'm up $13,250
Yes.
in
Oh my gosh.
options.
That's a year's salary.
13,250.
Yeah, still in it.
So the question for you is at 13,000, how do you feel about that?
Amazed.
Nice job. Great job, Rob. Proud of you, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. You guys
You
are
guys
doing
are
great.
awesome in here.
Thank you, man. If everybody would do me a real quick favor before I answer these questions, if you guys would head over to Twitter, because guess what? Believe it or not, the only way I get paid is when you guys are talking about me. I know, it's crazy, right? Because I know we're all making ass loads of money, and there are 600 people in this room, and there's, going to be 100,000 people that'll come through here. If nobody's talking about what we're doing in here, nobody else knows about us. So do me a favor, go over to Twitter, aka the X. My handle is at ADT Coach. Do me a favor and say something nice. Post your profits. If you did anything good today, if you've ever learned anything from us, if you just love the community, anything that's positive, I would love for you guys to go over there. I want to see about 100 posts. If you guys can do that for me and just post and tag me at ADT Coach. If you don't tag me and put in the at ADT Coach, I will never see it. Okay, so say something nice about American Dream Trading and tag me. I would appreciate that. Thank you guys so much.
Oh my God.
How does it look now, Nate?
I'm over $51,000 right now. This is ridiculous.
So there we go. Meta, new high of day. 477 up, $478, 21%. I told you, shed on pullbacks, and leave it the hell alone. So if I'm looking at my screen, this would have been 1, this would have been 2. Here is 50, here is 20, and you guys are still golden. Yes?
Yes. This is crazy.
I didn't shed anything yet.
No, diamond hands.
Can't shed. I have like one post.
man.
Yeah,
No
I
shade.
haven't shed anything yet, Coach. I got 70 contracts.
I hear you.
Oh my God.
I hear you. NVIDIA pulling back. They're shedding.
Hey, Nate, shed a little bit. Don't do what I do.
Coach.
Yes. Now hold on one
I've
second.
got one contract in video. Holding on.
Thank you. 1 second.
Nate,
Here's what you
stop in
can
place.
do, Nate.
Mm-hmm.
If you are like, okay, I want to make sure I'm going to lock in 50K or whatever it is, you can place a stop. So even if this knife drops, you get to sell at X price, right? So if you're like, hey, 50,000, that's awesome. Otherwise, use my shedding technique, right? As it goes up, just so you're not in so heavy and it doesn't pull back as fast. Because what it will do, all of you, it will slow down how much it goes against you on a pullback. So by collecting as we go up, then if it pulls back, it doesn't go as fast, right? And that is all we're doing. That is all we're doing is we're slowing down the ability that it has to take our money back. That is why I never, ever panic, and I always will shed on the way up, right? We lock in profits by shedding on the way up. Lock them in. Nate, lock them in.
I'm good.
All
I
right.
got you, Coach. I'm not freaking out. I'm good.
All right. Because this right here, this is a major pullback area. Be careful. Amazon dumping. NVIDIA has been turning to the downside for a bit. SPY still flat, but same thing. So right here, if Meta breaks this critical level, you're going to get a drop at this 473.82. This is why we collect on pullbacks, because now you're going to get a knife drop on the breakthrough. Collect, collect, collect. 50, 20, 20, 10. Every pullback, let me show you. 50, 20, 20, 50, 20, 20. Makes sense?
Yes.
That means you have 10%. And now, even if it did knife drop, it don't mean nothing because it doesn't hurt. You can stomach it. Hell, you could ride this thing out till it wants to do whatever it does. Otherwise, you're looking for absolutes and you don't panic anymore. Make sense, everybody?
Well, now I'm nervous because I only have one contract in each, in Meta, NVIDIA, Amazon. I can't shed.
So how many did you start with?
Just one.
Oh, and
That's all I have.
and what's the
Yeah.
rule?
2.
Minimum of 2, right? So
But I couldn't, so
well,
I didn't have the money
if
for
that's
it.
the case, you go just one more out of the money and you pick up 2, right?
Okay, true. One,
Right?
but I didn't.
One is hard, everybody,
I know.
because you never get to
Coach,
shed. Yeah, Nate, go
I'm
ahead.
gonna take my money and run. I'm gonna take my money and run.
I would too.
Okay, now.
Nice job, Nate.
Nice,
Awesome job, Nate.
nice job.
Congratulations.
Oh my God! Congratulations,
Nice job,
Nate.
Nate.
I'm watching
Congratulations.
this.
Amazing. Amazing.
I'm watching this on the sideline, and I'm loving it.
God bless. God bless you, Nate.
Thank
You
you.
are a beast, man.
51,000,
Good
Nate?
job.
Hell yeah.
What an inspiration.
Now,
Great job, Nate.
now, Nate.
Only an ADT. Only an ADT.
Thank you. Now, Nate.
Yeah.
See, all
Go
of,
ahead,
Coach, you're the best.
thank you. Now, Nate, all of your patience and your kindness and helping others in this morning, the money literally the money you made this morning is like somebody on an entire year's salary.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Family of
That's
two.
right.
Family of 2 is $60,000 in America. Family of 2. Nate just made that in 37 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
He's involved with the community. He helps every day. He just keeps getting better. He's training and educating himself more and more and more in that VIP room. Nate is getting it done. Congratulations, Nate.
Coach, I'm already half my goal to the end of the month. Today's just the 2nd.
Holy crap. Are you? Wow, Nate.
Lovely.
Question, Coach.
Holy crap. Can I ask what your goal was for the month, if you don't mind?
100,000.
100,000.
Yeah, 100,000.
100,000? Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
And it's only the second.
Yeah.
Good for you, Nate. Good
Jesus.
for you.
Nate, you'll make it in less than a week.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Be
I was
okay.
listening to you this morning, Coach, and I was like, this is stupid here. I need to get in on it now.
Yeah, and you know what here's what I like. The progression of what's been going on with Nate. Obviously, you guys know, right? He's already made over $4 million. He made almost all of that, by the way, on shares. Nate has now been dabbling in options and keeps getting better and better and better. And the thing that I loved, that I love the most, Nate, right? Obviously, you're getting better and you're turning into the juggernaut, right? You're just crushing it. Is the fact that today, typically when I'm doing this, right, and I'm calling this all out, you were gun shy and hesitant because you were newer to the options and you were not taking those calls. Today you did, and now look.
Yeah.
Because usually you're like, nope, I didn't do that, right? I'm always like, Nate. You're like, nope, I didn't get in that one.
So proud of you, Nate.
Yeah, hey Nate, this is Anthony.
I have a
So,
question, Coach.
I wanted to just tell you something real quick, Nate.
Yes.
Because I'm new.
Yep.
And I've been watching this progression of that how much millions you made just with the stock market, but yet you still stayed humble
Thank you, man.
enough to say that I'm good, but I'm not at that point where I'm great yet, and I'm going to continue to keep learning.
Every day.
You took the baton from the coach. You elevated your game again with the options.
Yep.
And yet, most people when they succeed, they do something different. They change the momentum, and that's a killer.
Yep.
And you kept that momentum going. So great job, man. I appreciate you.
That's awesome.
I appreciate y'all. Y'all helped me out.
And thank you, Anthony, and welcome, man. I appreciate you being here. That's
Question,
awesome.
Coach.
Yeah, let me. I got some hands up. Let me get through these hands real quick. If you guys have a comment or anything, post those. Just shoot those hands up. I'm gonna get through all those right now. But all of you have done my shedding technique. You have locked in tons of profit, right? Okay, good. Zay, go ahead. Thank you guys, by the way, for being so patient with your hands up. Zay, go ahead.
Hi, yeah, no, I just had a question with your digital, like the digital thank you card. Like, how do the transactions work? Because I was trying to buy multiple, but it's only letting me get one.
Oh, that I'm not sure. It should allow you to do more than one, but if it's only one, that's okay. I appreciate it. Just do, if you plan on doing like 3, just do one every day. That would help me out. Believe it or not. It's about.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Believe it or not, that just the transactions help me to go against people that claim fraud. For every 100 transactions, it will wipe away one person going, "Oh, I canceled that credit card claim." Ding.
Yeah, no, I understand. That's why I didn't want to.
Yeah.
Because I see the quantity part of it.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I didn't want to do 3 because I didn't know if that would be one transaction.
It
for
would
you.
be. Yeah, I think it would be one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I didn't do that. But all right, yeah, that was it.
Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Yep. It's not me wanting the $10. Seriously, it's just to help offset the clowns that are not doing what they're supposed to, which is open up a ticket and say, "Hey, coach, I need help," and here you go. So I appreciate you. Thank you. Juan, go ahead. What's up, Juan?
Hi, Coach. As you know, we had this is very embarrassing to recognize in public, but I think I must do it. After 7 months of dumping tons of money, I decided to stop it, and you gave me the opportunity to have a one-on-one meeting 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
And I'm just, since then, I just listening to your voice, your everything, and this is my 2nd week in a row with profits. Today, it's 2.7% on my total account, and I just wanted to say thank you so much. God bless you, and to say everybody that we need to listen to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I do appreciate that, Juan. Yeah, and I'm glad you took that at heart. Yeah, you and I had our one-on-one on January 18th. That's awesome. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. And like I said, as long as you're working hard and you guys are doing your due diligence and you're, putting in the effort and doing the work, you will see the fruits of your labor. So thank you, Juan. And again, thank you for your hard-earned money, trusting me with that hour. I know it's not, I know it's not cheap. It is very expensive. And you guys know how serious I am about money because I know it is life-changing. So I thank you for investing in me and yourself with that one-on-one. Thank you.
It works every second. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. DJ Vinny, go ahead.
Yes, sir. My question, it's really directed toward Nate, and the aftermarket panel is really going to appreciate it. My question is, Nate, are you going to buy a new phone now?
Nate, you still rocking the flip phone? Talk to me.
Yeah, Vinny, you're crazy.
Yeah. I hate the change.
I hear you.
I hate the change. Yeah.
Now
You do whatever you want, dude. You're making so much money. Who cares?
Nate's like Reacher. He's gonna go get a
bust his chops. That's all.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it. That's awesome. But
you're crazy, Benny.
but listen, Nate. You guys remember how we were always laughing with Jimmy, right? Because he was on that old, like, 1989 Panasonic Tough Book in his RV trading, right? With his little 12-inch black and white TV console connected to it, right? Nobody's laughing at him now at $27 million.
I think he bought a space heater. That was his big.
Yeah, his first major purchase. His first major purchase was a razor. A razor.
A shaving razor, not a bullet.
I'm just
a
messing with you,
shaving-
Nate.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
all.
Yeah, no, you're good. Don't worry, dude. We absolutely
Well,
love it.
Coach, what I will do today,
Yeah.
my wife is not here, so I will share my winnings with her today because I have not been telling her everything. She thinks that we're still poor, basically.
Seriously?
Oh my God, she's
Can
gonna
you do that
faint.
on her? Can you
No
do that
way.
on hidden
She
camera?
doesn't know at all?
She only knows about 25% of it because I really hadn't spent any of no big money. Put it like that. I haven't spent any. Yeah.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
We need a reaction video.
Yeah, we need a reaction video on that.
Oh,
Do that
Nate.
live.
That'd be awesome. I'm gonna tell her about the options because she don't know anything about the shares, but I'm gonna tell her about the options because she thinks that I'm never gonna trade options. So I'll just kind of share that with her today because I don't want to tell her too much. My wife, she's very gullible. She likes to spend. So
I got
one of us need to hold it together.
I got you. So you're not going to tell her the 4 million. You're just going to tell her how much today? I got you. Okay.
Oh no,
Okay.
that'll
He
be too
said,
much.
oh no. You're not going to tell her you won more than you would on a state lottery? I hear you.
No, we're not gonna do that.
I hear you. I got
I
you.
told my daughter, don't give her a heart attack, Nate.
Nice
Did
job.
you do NVIDIA options today, Nate?
That's beautiful.
To who?
Did you do NVIDIA
He
options today?
No, I did
Meta. He
Meta.
was
I
Meta.
heard Coach say get in it, and that's what I did.
That's right. And look at NVIDIA bounce off of VWAP. See the bounce?
Yeah.
He listens to the sounds of Coach's voice.
That's right. Well, you know, Nate, that's awesome, man. I appreciate you so much because I mean, I don't know your background. I don't know, you know, obviously where you were financially, but I know everybody in this room.
I was okay.
Yeah.
I was okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I know that everybody in this room, no matter how well off you were, $4 million, that's a game changer, right?
Oh yeah. Yes. It's crazy, especially the way I do it.
Right.
It's stupid. Yeah, it's stupid.
And in that short amount of time, right? A year?
Yeah.
A
Yeah,
year
it's
of
crazy.
being here, $4 million. I mean, that's life-changing money. It couldn't happen to a better person, though. I love it when you guys are getting the successes. Real quick, speaking of a brand new success, Frank G just got a VIP lifetime. Don't forget, today will be the last time you'll ever be able to buy that. So VIP lifetimes are available. They're open only today. Literally, when the strike hits midnight, it will turn into a pumpkin and you will never get it again. So congratulations to you, Frank G. And I think just because this, everything has been rocking so much, on Monday, let's plan on Monday. We're going to spin the wheel of cash for somebody to have a chance to win up to $5,000. If you guys bought the VIP annual membership for in the month of January, you were automatically entered. One of you we'll do it Monday. We will spin the wheel of cash for up to a chance to win $5,000. We'll do that Monday live for everybody. That'll be exciting. Let's see. I got another hand up. Mark, go ahead. Mark T, you got your hand up. Go ahead.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
This might not be the right time for this, but in the future, I was curious about journaling. What should I be focusing? I'm just writing down my trades.
Yep.
Should I be focusing on my feelings, my position? Like, what should I be using in my journal?
Yeah, that's a great question. Thank you, Mark. So it really has nothing to do with the trades at all, which sounds funny because a lot of people are right. You want to track your trades and your win percentages, and that's all bullshit. I'm just going to be honest with you. That isn't going to help you one bit at all. What you want to concentrate on is mostly the mental aspects of the trade. And did the trade make sense? So, for example, I entered the 2-minute EWO at the right time. It was above VWAP. It was above MA, whatever you want. smiley face. You will remember the little remarks that you put inside of this journal, right? It pulled back, I shed 50%, smiley face, right? Or if you didn't do it right, it was a green trade, I let it go to red, WTF, frown face, like why, right? And then next to it, right, why? What should you have done? What could you have done better on it? Now listen, the notes that you make today, think about this. If it doesn't make sense a year from now, and if that information, it just looks like a bunch of bullshit, you already know why are you writing it down, right? For example, I entered Meta today and the expiration was this and the strike price was this and I made $63. In a week from now, does that even make sense to you? Do you care at all? Does that freaking matter? Nope.
Right.
That trade won't mean shit to you. Trust me, after doing this, right, for 30 plus years, that'll mean nothing. But what will matter, did I execute it right? Was it the right time? Could I have gotten in at a better time? Why or why not? This was awesome. I made 6 trades today. 4 were bad. I overtraded. Should have stuck to the rules. 3 to 5 trades. Need to do that tomorrow, right? Although these little things, these nuances. And by the way, if anybody ever direct messages me anymore and says that you're struggling, you fell down, right? You blew up your account, you need help, the very first thing I'm going to ask you is, how does your journal look? If you cannot tell me how your journal looks, you already have broken one of my rules. So of course you're not finding success. It is one of the hard and fast. I only have 6 rules or something? I don't know what they are, or 6 or 7, or how many they are. I know what they are. I don't know how many there are. There are only a couple golden rules. You have to do them. If you have failed at one of them, you failed at all of them. So if you cannot tell me, if you could not pick up a journal and show me what it looks like, you have already failed yourself. So of course you are going to fail in trading. It's that simple. So make sure the journal makes mental sense, because guess what? The only thing we're doing is we're trying to fix our own brains on these trades to keep you locked in and keep you doing what you're doing. That's all it does. Great question, Mark T. I appreciate you being here. Ed, go ahead.
What helps
Ed.
for me? I'm sorry.
Ed, go ahead. Hold on one sec, Josh. Go ahead, Ed.
Yeah, hello. How you doing, everybody?
Hello, hello.
I just shared in the membership print screen of my success before the VIP. I just want to say thank you for all the knowledge that you share to us, and the bad trades that I have on these months that was bad entries, and sometimes when I don't follow the rules, but I keep learning. I just been in the VIP for a month since January. So, but you see the difference in the from November, a lot of bad trades, breaking rules. From now that you see a lot of success, and my account is up like 14%.
Oh wow, yeah,
Okay.
that's thank you, man. I appreciate it again. And thank you for shouting out the VIP. I really appreciate that, because, right, that's our bread and butter. That's our main product. That's everything. That's all the extra training. I'm trying to give you guys everything I can in there. So I appreciate that. And thank you so much. Again, I know some of the products and services that we provide are not cheap, but if you look at it from a different point of view, look at what it's doing for your lives. Right?
Absolutely.
So I
Thank
appreciate
you.
you. Yeah,
Thank you, and all the
thank you.
moderators, Bruno, Carlo, everyone. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Real quick, and I'll get to these other hands. Look at Meta. You see how this bounced back off the pullback? Look at NVIDIA, did the same thing. You see how it touched VWAP and bounced?
Yeah.
2-minute EWO staying above VWAP is a glorious thing. Am I right?
Yeah, absolutely. Coach, that person that asked the question about the journal is probably one of the best questions
Yes, Mark T.
were asked, because when I did my trading with you, you explained it to me, because I'm not a journal guy. I don't, hey, dear diary, this is what I did today.
Yeah, right.
When you explained to me, it all makes sense. And as a matter of fact, I would even go so far as is just journal your bad trades, because at least in that case, you'll associate the pain of the bad trade with the behavior that you had, and it's almost Pavlovian. You will avoid that pain because you learned about that association.
That is correct.
And that was what you explained to me, and I thought that was, just especially now a full year later, that makes so much sense. Is that it's so much easier to get out of a trade because you remember.
Yep.
And I talked about this last night.
Yep.
You remember what it's like to poke the Doberman. Don't poke the Doberman.
Yes, exactly, and that's a great point. And could you guys tell that Ted was educated when he used the word Pavlovian? Did anybody catch that?
I have no idea what
So
Pavlov's
dogs
is
behavioral modification.
So I had to look it up because I got a Flint education. It's being or expressing a conditioned or predictable reaction. Now, I knew what it meant because of the way he used it in the sentence, but I'm like, damn, this is funny because my wife and my son, right, they're big readers. They're extremely more intelligent than I am as far as verbiage and language and book smart and all that. I don't have any of that shit. So every time I hear a new word, I'm like, oh, what did you just say?
He does it to us every day, Coach.
Oh, I love it. I wish I had the
Makes us break out the dictionary.
yeah, and the grammar.
That's why I like sitting next to him so I can cheat off his test.
Exactly. Like, hey man, I got an Uncrustable if you give me the next 10 answers.
Today was pontificating or pontification. One of those.
Okay, stop it,
Coach,
Christina.
Coach, you got 2 words that I like.
Tell me.
Arbitrage and here's the thing.
Well, here's the thing.
Nobody in my world uses those words.
Hey, Coach, you know what's interesting though is that if you take a person, it's called applied kinesiology, and they start hating on the success of people.
Yes.
And you muscle test them.
Yep.
Their muscles actually get weaker. And so any kind of negativity that they have or hatred or seeing somebody else's success, it's not weakening the community, it's actually weakening them because you really never see a hater that's doing better than you, right? So
that is correct.
Just want to point that out there.
I appreciate
That's really
that.
good. Hey, Coach, I mean, that's gonna, here's a really big word for it. Does anybody know what Schadenfreude means?
Nope.
It means taking the pleasure out of other people's misery. And what I love about ADT, we're more like Freudenfreude. We take pleasure out of other people's success. And that's what makes ADT so special.
See, now listen, Mama knows, right? Now, Mom loves me the best, but she knows Ted was smarter, right? So there was, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's okay. I got all the love, and you got smart. So whatever, dude.
Yeah, I knew TJ would
I thought he was talking about Schadenfreude.
No. Yeah, what the? So
Coach had to play outside. Take out the Nintendo.
That's right. I got the social skills. I can't read a book, but I can read a person, right? That's awesome.
Smart.
That's awesome.
Coach, are y'all brothers for real?
No. He's my single white female stalker. That's all he is.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Now the coach has lost a whole bunch of weight. We're not even twins anymore.
Oh, damn it. Yeah. So Ted just shows up at my house, right? Uninvited. And he's like, hey, man, where's the cheese puffs? I'm like, what the hell, bro? Right?
Well, Coach, that was before the restraining order.
That's great. That's great. By the way, this is what's weird. So I had to go out and I got the restraining order, right? And it says it's 150 feet, which I don't know where the numbers come up. But here's what's weird. If you go outside of my house, there is a chalk line that's 151 feet where he sits in his car and he watches me trade through the window with seriously, with those little bird glasses, because he knows I can't do anything at 151 feet.
He's got a little binoculars.
And you know what? The megaphone, they didn't say anything about a megaphone.
That's true.
So.
Yep. I actually called the police on that, and they're like, listen, he doesn't, the volume is not high enough where it's disturbing the peace.
I put the jukebox on over my head, like say anything, you know.
Yeah, to say anything
in your eyes.
Yeah. Yep. You had me at hello, Ted. You had me at hello.
Love you, Coach.
Love you too, brother. Okay, LD, go ahead.
Hey, Coach.
Hey, what's up?
So I've kind of put the skids on running backwards and then digging myself out of the big hole I caused last year.
Okay.
Last piece of my puzzle here. Somewhere I got a mental block, or I'm hesitating to get into the bigger trades now.
Yep.
How do I get back past that? Because I mean, I'm digging out slow, but you know, I see where they're going and I watch them go by.
Yep, I got
What's
you.
that mental block?
It is. It's fear of losing again, right? So
Yeah.
Yep. So here's the thing. There's only one way to break that, right? And only when you guys are ready and you've dialed it back in. This is not to say, oh, I had 3 red days in a row and I'm ready again. No, you're not. Something's wrong, obviously. So you need to get back to training. But once you are ready, you'll know you're ready when you can paper trade and or know what it's going to do, where it's going, why it's going to go there. You're like, hey, I would have bought here. I would have sold here. This looks good. Yep, that was right. I should have did this. You should know when you're ready. Now, when you feel confident enough to click buy, because every time we click buy, that's a risk of losing money. So what you are going to do, instead of buying, 10 contracts, buy 1 share, right? So it costs you $6. The company, whatever it is, Ford, whatever it is, buy the smallest amount. If you're used to buying contracts, buy a Meta, contract for $30, whatever. Obviously Meta would be really expensive, but today Soxo was going to follow them. So Soxo would have been great. You could have bought about a $12 contract. So while NVIDIA was running, you scoop up Soxo, you buy 1. Because all we're trying to do at this point, because you're at such a state of fear, is we've got to break the fear by just doing the action. So force yourself only when, and I repeat, only when you are ready to get back on that horse and start extremely small. And that way you'll build yourself up. You'll get confident again. You'll slowly start to build momentum. You can add in some more position sizes. You can go into bigger stocks. You're starting to feel comfortable again. Because when we've been burned so much, we're really hesitant. We're gun shy, right? And this goes for everything. How many of you, before coming to American Dream Trading, were burned? Like Mashulo, right? Our stock sister was burned, 6 times by other groups, right? It happens. So you get gun shy. You're like, I don't want to go to the 7th. I don't want to do that. And I understand. And that's why, I want to be welcoming and encouraging, because I know we all come from different areas. But it's the same thing with trading as it is in life. I know, right? A lot of you, we will turn into introverts because people will do us harm mentally, physically, whatever, right? So you start to go in, you get in your shell. It's not until you push against it and get uncomfortable. Didn't I talk about the uncomfortability? It's not until we get uncomfortable again will we grow. So if you are in a state of fear, you have to get uncomfortable again and just get yourself out by doing that which makes you uncomfortable, right? And here's the perfect thing. If you look at a lot of the people that have become great speakers, right, or that get in front of large audiences, they might have been terrible and it was the biggest fear of their life ever. I'm kind of the example of that. I didn't want to get on TikTok. I was fearful of the way I looked and balding and aging and fat and my teeth aren't straight and white and I got a big nose and all the things you look at yourself and you're like, oh, so my fear, and it created me staying an introvert and not being as social and out there and open and exposed like I am with this, just like you're trading. You have to get uncomfortable. You only grow ever with anything ever is getting uncomfortable. So for you, LD, you are going to get uncomfortable and you will start to make very, very, very small trades and make sure they're right and journal them. And as they get better, increase your position size. You will get into the next one super small. That way, if it is a loss, it doesn't sting anymore. It's more of a learning situation instead of a sting. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
Juan, your hand is up. Is this another one, or did I not lower it?
No, it's the same. I'm sorry, Coach. Just forgot to ask you. My screen, the indicators are different on yours, and I forgot to ask this long time ago. You have a super trend, and you have something else, and why I don't have those?
Okay, so I have VWAP. Do you have it?
Yes.
Do you have the MA 200?
No.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Are you ready? This is for everybody. You guys ready? So you can have the screens the same as mine?
Hold on, please. Hold on 1 second. Let me go to the reps.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, so right here, see the indicators button? It's going to be the top left of the chart, right there.
Yes, got it.
Okay. For all of you, click that button and go to indicators right here, the little drop down.
Yeah.
Click MA, put a check in it. Also, while you're in here, scroll down and look for super trend, put a check in there.
No, this is different. I'm just in the TradingView.
Oh, that's completely different. Okay, if your TradingView doesn't look like my TradingView, open up a help desk ticket, click go here for help, and one of my moderators will walk you all through it, okay?
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yep.
While you're on that subject, how do you get those little arrows to show up?
That's the super trend. So here's what you're going to do. Make sure you have a check on super trend. See it here?
Yep.
And then if you go over to super trend, just hover over with your mouse, click the settings, the little cogwheel right here. If you guys are 2-minute EWO trading, you want to use a 13.2. If you wanted to have this help you scalping, you'll use a 13.1. Notice there's more movement. If you are swing trading longer, you will use a 13.3 or a 13.4. But all you 2-minute EWOs, the 13.2 is pretty damn good. All right.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, where'd you get that screen?
Right here. Indicators, drop down indicators, super trend, settings, and you'll see the super trend settings here, and it says length 13 and 2.
Great. Thanks for doing it twice. Appreciate that.
Yep, no problem.
Hey, Coach.
Yes.
I understand the lower number, like the 3, the 2, the 3, and the 4. Why the 13?
I think that's by default what they have for the settings. So to get super overly technical, we have to look at what it says it is. So if you read this, it'll tell you what the numbers are. And I'm not going to read it because it's way too much. The super indicator calculation goes unstated. The upper band, the high, the multiplier times ATR, lower band, the multiplier ATR average true range equals the prior ATR times 13 plus. No, so there you go. That's why.
That's like that Brady, or was that Brady or Jimmy?
And according to my data research, 3 times resistance on a 1 hour trend, or 1 hour and 20-minute trend on a 3-time trend hitting at 145 gives it a resistance value of a positive.
Oh boy, there you go. So
I love it.
Hi,
Jimmy.
Jimmy
Here. Is
Hi,
Jimmy
Jimmy.
I love it. Thank you, Coach.
You got it. So that'll help answer all your questions, I'm sure. Now, I want to look at these trades here real quick before I take off. Check out Meta and NVIDIA. Do you see why we only shed on pullbacks? These are not absolute dump areas because there's still a possibility for this to run, right? So shed, 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 shed. Like I said, here's 50, here's 20, here's 20, and here's 10, right? Yep. Okay, good. Now you're going to wind up with a new high a day, most likely. It'll continue to run in that 10% that you don't even care about anymore because you've already made 90%. You'll still make more money. Does that make sense, everybody? The more you take off, the less you will feel the pinch, and the more you will allow it to run. And that goes for you too, LD. The longer you let them run as winners, the more confident and the better off you'll feel about it, and the more successful trades you have. This is why I don't give two shits about seeing a big air quotes professional stock market trader giving me the success rates, right? That's great for back testing and making sure things work. But as a trader, right, I would rather have one major runner and not worry that I had 6 mini losers, because that one major runner will blank out 30 of those trades. So am I going to look at it like, oh, you were only 2 for 30? Yeah, but my 2 made me $1 million and your 30 made you $60. You see the difference? So it's great for back testing theories and situations and where we're at and does this work or not. But as far as trading goes, I would not worry as much about that as long as you're allowing those runners to run. And it's a completely different mindset. Noonie, go ahead. You got your hand up?
Yes, coach. Can you check CMAX? It's halted 4 times. It's been halted.
Yep, I will in a minute. Josh, go ahead. Oh, my shoulder. Damn it.
Hey, coach. Going back to the journal, I have a useful tip. I mean, yesterday you saw me message you about those rules. In the stock education, Bruno put out the golden rules. So what I did is I printed it out and I stuck it to my new journal because my old one was falling to pieces.
Oh, right.
So what I did yesterday, because I did a lot of trades with bad entries and like low quality trades. So everything that is red, I will refer back to those rules and I'll put rule 3. That's why it's red. So that helps a lot.
Yeah, that's smart. I like that. I was trying to find.
Yeah, I just put it on the inside front.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. I just put that on the inside front cover or write the rules on the first page. That way, I mean, every day I look at the rules before the market opens and after I'm done. And I refer back to those on each trade. And it does help a lot.
That's phenomenal.
If I lose more than 3%, that's rule 1 broken.
Yep, phenomenal. By the way, Meta's about to break new high a day. You guys like that? So is NVIDIA. And Noonie, what was the one you wanted me to look at? I'm sorry?
I like it a lot.
CXM what?
The symbol is CMAX.
CM.
A as an apple, X as an X-ray. It's been halted 4 times.
Yep, I see it. It's up 56%. It looks like a last halt was to the downside.
Thank you.
Yep. Okay, here comes Meta. You guys ready for new high a day? There you go. There it is.
Spy bouncing off a double top case.
Yep, there you go. There's Meta, new high a day. Meta. So this is a perfect example of it staying up nice and tall. They both stayed above VWAP. NVIDIA getting ready to make new high a day. They were still excellent on the 2-minute trade. If you did the shedding technique, you are okay with holding down. You are now making more money because you didn't get all the way out. Yes?
Yes, sir, coach.
Thank you.
Yes, coach.
Thank you.
On NVIDIA.
Thank you. I wanted to read this, and then I'll tell you the book that it came from, which was funny. I read the whole book, but only the very last couple of chapters were, which is crazy. So you guys know, right? I'm not a huge reader. I'm trying to change that this year. This is one of the things that I've been trying to do with all these Kindles and stuff. But it's funny because all of my training and education came from me, which sounds weird, but I didn't go out there seeking knowledge and how to do a lot of these things, which I probably should have. It would have helped me out over the 30 years of doing this. But it's crazy when I see it written down in someone's book and I'm like, oh my gosh, I've been doing this forever. And you know what I mean? It's like, it's just one of those things. So I just came across this. It says, in contrast, there are systems with less wins than losses, but they are profitable over the long term because the losses are kept small and the winning trades are larger than the losing ones. Lower winning percentage systems are generally used by long-term trend followers and breakouts. So,
there's anything that comes up today,
if that isn't a complete interruption of my training. So, If you think about that, isn't that what we do in here with our 2-minute EWOs? Isn't that longer letting them run? I talk about it all the time. And this is why, so there are two systems, right? You either have a high percentage and you quick scalp, take baby amounts. Or what I prefer is to allow the runners to run. And you can do that with scalping. You can do that with anything. This is what's crazy. And this is why everybody that ever tunes into us for the first time never understands how we're making so much money. Because if you listen to the millionaires and the people that are really making a lot, we have over 100 people that have made over $100,000 inside of this room. No one has ever heard of these numbers because they don't use that system. How many times have you watched the professional TikToker, YouTubers, and crypto kitties get out of all of their trade when they get to an X spot on the chart? You see it all the time. Like, I'm out, woo, I'm out. And then I'm like, it just ran another 30%, right? This is the difference, though. This is why American Dream Trading has made so much in profits for its members, is because we adhere to this model that for the first time I've ever seen it written down and talked about, that I've always used. I never care about my winning percentage. At the end of the day, it's about how much money you're making, right? Because that's what we're doing this for, which means if you let the runners run, you can wash away. And this is why I say a day like today can wash away months of you making bad decisions and in bad trades. One day like today, this runner alone changes the entire outcome. So do you want to look at it like I had the last 60 trades were crap, but this one I've now doubled my account? Because, right, think about it, that's a 1 out of 60. That's terrible on paper. But look at the results, right? Now, obviously, we don't want all our trades losing. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is we have the advantage of offsetting 10 micro baby losers because we stop out the losers, right? Isn't that what I preach every day in here, right? We collect, we shed, and we stop out the losers. We do it every day. Stop the losers and let the runners run. But until you guys start to allow the runners to run, you will not be as profitable or successful as you can be. And that is what makes us different in this room than anybody else. I don't care who they are, what program they are, what course they're selling you. That is what makes us different. This is why we've made more than anybody you've ever heard of. This is why when our millionaires make money, it's right, 5, 10, 20, 30 million dollars instead of I made $46,000 using, going to this group. That is why it's different. That is the exact reason why it's different. And this is why I tell you guys every day, go anywhere. I don't care who it is. They can have 10 million YouTube subscribers. Go to their website and look at the Millionaires Club. How successful are they really? Right? Isn't the proof in the pudding? Right.
Hey,
So,
Coach.
Yes.
What I really love about the way you talk is you talk in systems and not goals. And Scott Adams says a goal is a specific objective you either achieve or don't sometime in the future. A system is something you do on a regular basis that increases your odds of happiness in the long run. And that's exactly what you've created here, is this great system for making money, as opposed to, hey, just setting goals. Everybody can set goals, but the problem is if you miss the goal, then you feel like a failure. But if you put a system in place,
that's right,
you increase your likelihood of success.
Yeah. See, now, Ted, and right, from us being in IT, everything is process driven, right?
Yep.
Everything. And we have to find better, more productive, more profitable, faster, more efficient, right? Ways to cut through the bullshit. Processes. That's all I've lived in. I have a very analytical mind. I might not be book smart. I might not be able to read all the language that you guys throw at me, you intelligent people. But my job is to skip through the bullshit and get to the direct, right to the source. So the way my brain works is why? Why does it do that? Okay, is there a better way? Is there a better way than that? Oh, I see. Well, what if I tweak these 4 things? Okay, well, can I make those better? Like, I will, till the infinite breakdown, I will walk into a place and I'll go, You guys shouldn't have that there. It should be there. That doesn't make sense doing that. You guys have to, right? You'd be in a restaurant. You're taking too many steps from here to that bar. You shouldn't have those there. That makes no sense to have the napkins every time they got to film. They come here to there. Like the whole process, you're just spinning your wheels. You're wasting time. I can go into any company, anywhere, at any time, because I've worked in every one of them, from working with thousands of companies and having to know their process and their back end and their front end in every detail of everything that every person does, so I can outfit it, make it better, turn them into $1 billion company instead of a mom and pop shop. That's all I've ever done. So that's why inside of this room, I have taken what I have learned from all of this and gotten it right down, drilled it down as tight as you can get to it from 32 years of doing this, right to the exact best possible way to get it done, keeping it simple and stupid so we can all understand it and it makes sense. And this is why I always say, if there's a better way, we'll use it. If I see something that's working, we'll add it. If I find out there's better products and services that we can do for you guys, you'll have it at American Dream Trading, right? So yeah, goals are great, but processes are everything. You can never achieve your goals, or if you do, you can't replicate how you got there, which is more important. If you cannot sustain it by knowing how you got there, all it was a flash in the pan and you're screwed because now you can't reproduce it. So I am all about processes. I don't give a shit what your company, your business, what you do in life. Give me 10 minutes and I can master everything. And I know it sounds stupid and it's been my job my whole life. And that comes from that whole defensive mechanism. I got to know everything all the time. It's just the way it is. It's how I'm built. I might not be book smart, but I'm people smart, and I am a very analytical person, which is weird.
And it's people, process, technology. You bring it all together. It's awesome.
Correct. And because I have the worst education probably out of anybody in this room. I mean, I'll be honest, it's terrible, right? So, but
you're so street smart and savvy. You put a lot of these book smart people to shame. So.
Yeah, and this is why I say we're all intelligent. It's just different. We all have different intelligence, right? It could be you're better at this, then the next person is better at that. We all have our thing. That's why there's no such thing as a dumb person. I don't, and this is why I say I can train anybody to do anything at any time. I don't care. Obviously, if you're mentally stable enough to be able to absorb the information, I can train anyone. I don't care what it is. My whole life has been training in processes. Right? Once upon a time.
Yeah, give me a hungry person as opposed to somebody that doesn't have that fire in their belly.
But once upon a time, right, I was in charge of 162 banks in Michigan. Therefore, and then when I would go in and I would gut out their entire, right, again, high school dropout, from the hood, no education, never went to college. I got my diploma from adult education while working a full time as a cook at Kentucky Fried Chicken. I'm over here managing all these banks, right? Tens of millions of dollars for them, training their entire staff, all the way from the CEO, the board members, everybody inside of the room. I have to find out what they did, how they did it, when they did it, and why they did it, so I could apply it to a new process, a new system, getting them into the big banking world, right? This has been my job forever. And I've done it with every company everywhere. So again, the reason I'm saying all this is I don't care where you come from. I don't give two shits if you think you're smart or not. You are, and you can learn anything that you put your mind to. Anything. Stick to whatever it is that you're passionate about. Continue to learn. And this is the thing. Some of you might not become great traders. Let's be honest. Right? I've picked up the guitar a million times. I am not a great guitar player. And that's all my dad did. And I've been around it my whole life. I'm terrible at it still. Now, if I was overly passionate and that's all I did and I picked it up every waking moment, I bet you I'd be a badass. And that applies to all of you for everything. Right? If you put in the work, if you are absolutely passionate about it. And there is a difference, by the way. There is a difference between you are going through the motions or you're passionate about it. And you all know what I'm talking about. You can become good at something just by doing it, right? But if you're not passionate about it, meaning this is what I love, you won't be great at it. And you know, everyone in here knows what I'm talking about. If there's anything you're passionate about, I bet you're phenomenal. I bet it's the best thing you are, is whatever that passion is, right?
You want it bad enough, you'll get it.
Everybody thinks that the 10,000 hours is, hey, if you just put the 10,000 hours, you'll be an expert.
Yes.
No, you got to be passionate enough that it doesn't feel like 10,000 hours.
That's right. That's right. And you're exactly right, because how many times in school, let's use school as a perfect example, especially for me, because I had a terrible education. How many times though, if you guys have, let's use this. I bet you a lot of you intelligent people have had Spanish class all through school, right? You get out of school, you can't speak a lick of Spanish. You weren't passionate. You were forced to go through the motions, which means you studied and you memorized it to get through the exam to move on to the next thing. How many of you, right? Think about all the stuff in school you've done. Does everybody remember all your algebra? Right? Do you guys all remember everything you learned in school? No, because you weren't passionate about it. But if you were like, I loved history, I bet you remember all sorts of shit in history or science or whatever you were passionate about, right? It matters. So until you guys get that drive, this is just another, I'm going through the motions. I've got to do my homework. The coach says I must do this.
That's what drove us to ADT is you obviously have a passion, and we are so blessed. Today is a great day for some, and for those that haven't, you'll have your day if you just keep at it. But Coach, when I first saw you on the TikTok, I saw a guy that just really cares, and you still do. You prove it every single time you come out here. So we appreciate you, and thank you for giving us and arming us with all this valuable information on how to do this.
Yep, absolutely. And thank you to you and everybody else. You guys have all the amazing insight. You guys continue to lead these rooms when I'm not here. You guys are being the light all the time. You guys are on all these panels. You guys are talking about what we're doing, and we're educating each other, and we're working with each other. And this is a big community, right? I couldn't do this by myself. I don't give a shit. I don't care how great you think you are. You don't do anything alone. Nothing. Excuse me, my stomach is tripping. We don't do anything alone at all. Sorry, I've been sick as hell today. We don't do anything alone, right? It makes it much harder if you don't have that support system. We get through it. We do it. But look at this room. Look at what we're doing in here. This is why we're different, right? We come for the education. We stay for the community. Am I right? Think about it.
Absolutely. Will you lift the restraining order?
Absolutely.
No, the restraining order stays. Think about.
Oh, was that a question? Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, that's a no. It stays. So think about it. Nate has enough information to be great forever, right? Nate stays for the community. Let's be honest. Am I right?
Oh yeah, Coach.
Right. Yep. Now, obviously, he's learning more and he's getting better and better and better. But what I'm saying is, we initially come for this education, but we stay for everything that goes beyond it. And this is, this is a big part of it. I want you guys to understand that, is that there's more to just making money. I want you guys to live and breathe, whatever it is, whatever your passion is. It doesn't have to be this, right? We can all have our own things. And that's what makes us, again, unique. And that's what I love about it. That's why I want every race, creed, color, religion, or not, I want everybody in here. This is the real America, right? That's what we're in here for. This is the real melting pot. I want all walks of life. I want you rich. I want you poor. I want you black. I want you white. I want you ghetto ass, and I want you from Harvard. I don't give a shit. I want my janitors as much as I want my, flight pilots. I don't care where you come from. This is a melting pot. That is what America is all of us. And that, again, and the reason I'm saying it, that's why we're American dream trading. That American dream is the first part. The trading, yeah, that's great. We'll make money. We'll be trading. But the American dream is the biggest part of all of it. And that's why I named it that. It's funny when the last guy was out running cable, and I was telling him, and he was asking about, who I am, and he was looking me up, and, and I was talking about, I said, hey, there's another guy you should look at. It was that Warrior Trading. He's like, oh man, he's got that name on lockdown. He's like, you should have had that name. And I said, listen, I get it. It's flashy. If you got the name, if you got the words bull, bear, Wall Street, warrior, I get it. It sounds really cool and flashy on a shirt. At the end of the day, for my community, I want you to live the American dream. This ain't a flashy, I get to the Wolf of Wall Street trading community, whatever. I'm not picking on if that's your name out there. Sorry, I'm really not picking on you. I don't give two shits. Right? But I'm not using the fancy buzzwords. What I care more about, all of that, is the American dream. And that we'll do that every day.
Well, and Coach, there's a distinct difference between you and everybody else, and that is the community.
That's right.
The biggest surprise to me is you're absolutely right. We are friends. We know more about each other than we do sometimes our own kids, right? Because we have these conversations.
Absolutely.
But the real power has been that suddenly we have experts in all sorts of industries.
Yes.
And somebody has a question about oil and gas. There's somebody who goes, yeah, well, I used to work in that industry.
That's right.
Let me tell you a little bit about something of that.
Yeah.
This is almost becoming like a company where you have,
It is.
experts in certain fields that can contribute on any given day for any given subject. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I love it.
And the other guys.
I bet no one else is sitting in their car trading with us on their day off.
And the other guys are all about their own individual personalities.
Right.
If you look at all the other trading communities, they're not even communities. It's just a warrior or a guy driving a Lambo, or it's all about them.
Right.
Whereas you've made it all about us, and that's a very special quality that nobody has been able to copy.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. By the way, the book that I was reading from, I'd like to give this all to you guys. The last, there's like numbered sections, right? And it's a pretty easy read. It's small. It's really great for people like me with a lower education. I like the pop-up, books. The book is called Trading Habits, 39 of the World's Most Powerful Stock Market Rules. And I'll post it for you guys in the membership lounge. But this, and I've got a lot of notes from it. All the areas that I thought were highlighted that, I referenced that I liked out of this book. So if you guys are into reading, and trust me, I'm not a big reader. I wish I was, and I'm trying to force myself into that because I want to be passionate about it. Because if I'm not passionate, I'm just going through the motions, right? Like a robot, and I won't get any better at it. So I am trying diligently to make this a passion because I want to grow my intellect in other ways other than what I know my strengths are, right? I want to increase my weaknesses as well. So Trading Habits, 39 of the World's Most Powerful Stock Market Rules. It's an excellent, excellent book here, especially at the very end. I've got a lot of notes from it, things that we'll be using in our room. Obviously, every time I mention somebody else's book or something, I will always give them the praise. That is not an idea of my own. But again, the things that are coming out of it, a lot of it's like, well, I do that. I've never seen it in black and white, I guess, right? It's kind of like watching a movie. You're like, oh, I know that. But it has a lot of insights. I'm trying to look at when I started making the most notes on this book. So if you guys want to skip to some of the good stuff, and I guess oh wait, no, this is a different book. Hold on. Listen to me, Dawn, like I'm a book reader now. We always joke about that. Okay, right here.
You're a book reader, Coach.
Yeah, right. I wish I was. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Coach, I have a question. I've got my hand raised, and I've kind of got a jet here, and so I just wondered if I can get it. There's a couple other hands that have been raised.
Yep, go ahead.
So I asked you yesterday about what options to trade as far as the with the strike price and expiration date, and you told me the day trade. And so today, which was a very successful day, obviously with NVIDIA and Meta going. So I was paper trading. I did a good job. But my question is, when you shed, so the first 10 contracts I bought were at the price was $5.80, and now it's running at $12.45. Do you ever hold on to those contracts and exercise them, or do you when do you get out finally out of them?
I never exercise the contracts, and I always get out the same day. Yep. Unless your plan was you bought 90 plus days out and you wanted to swing them, so you had intentionally designed them around holding for a long time, it's a day trade, same day.
And so when you say let the runners run,
Yep.
how far do you let it run? When do you get out?
That's a great question. How about I let everybody answer that? Everybody, when do we get fully out of all of our trade?
Day before one.
The last 10%.
When it changes direction.
When it breaks one of the major rules, or you are not comfortable anymore, like Meta. Meta, you're so far up. If you pulled back 50, 20, 20, 10, you still have 10%. This could run until 358. Is it still above VWAP? Great. Is it still making you money? Great. Are you still allowing the green trade to stay green? Great. Let it run forever. Leave it the hell alone. Make sense?
Yes, it does. I'm saying, but with those 0-day expiration contracts, you just let it expire at the end of the day?
Yeah, never do that. Sell them off. Nope, never let them expire.
So sell at the end of the day.
That's correct. The end of the day before the market closes, sell them off. Yep, I start looking at about 3:30 because the last 8 minutes of the day, I went over this in VIP this morning. The last 8 minutes of the day is the most volatile. There is no way on God's green earth I would ever hold anything ever after 350. Ever.
It happened to me, Coach.
Yep.
Remember?
Yep.
I lost a lot of money.
Yep. Never, ever, 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 ever. Because that's when the knife drops. That's when people, right, are selling off because they don't want to be in it for the next day. If you're in the last 10 minutes, you haven't listened to what I said. And this morning in VIP, I told you the first 3 minutes are the most violent in the last 8 minutes of the day. The most violent. There you go.
And Coach, he said 0 days, so that should be before lunch.
Well, no, 0 day is okay, but after lunch, right, theta starts to kick in, and you really better start paying attention to that trade. Yep. So if that's 0 day, you better be super great in that trade because it's going to start ticking away at you, right? You better have already been all the way past the break-even amount, and now you're just green collecting money. Great question.
Sounds great. That's what I had, and got a jet for the weekend. See everybody Monday.
All right. Have a great day. Jake, go ahead. And I got to get out of here too. I'm going to answer these last two and I'm out. By the way, real quick, somebody else just bought a VIP lifetime. Don't forget, last day you can do it. That was, shoot, did I lose it? Nope, right here. Michael P. Congratulations. And real quick, we had one more VIP member sign up. Xavier, awesome name too, by the way. Xavier just signed up for a VIP membership. Congratulations and welcome to the party. Jake, go ahead. Sorry to make you wait.
No, you're all right, Coach. So I just had a quick question.
Yep.
I grabbed PayPal $80 calls for 7/19, so July 19th. What's your thoughts on PayPal's future by chance with the new CEO?
That's a great question. I've loved PayPal since PayPal's been PayPal. I think it's right. We transact millions of dollars through it ourselves here at American Dream Trading. I think it's a leader in what it does. PayPal and Stripe, right, are the two largest, especially for smaller companies or companies like myself that do transactions where we're not going to like a Chase Bank, a Bank of America. Guess what? We're all using PayPal and Stripe. Everybody on TikTok, everybody you see, everybody that's doing these micro transactions, we're all using it. So my outlook is always not financial tax or investment advice. I've always loved them. So.
Hey, Coach, one more thing on PayPal. We just saw that Facebook and Amazon just reported great numbers for online purchases in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
Think about all the transactions that went through PayPal through Facebook and Shopify.
That's correct. And
so
TikTok too.
Yeah, look at TikTok. That it's all through PayPal.
So you're in a good position.
Yep.
Yeah, that was kind of my thought process as well. And I have 63 contracts. So if this, I'm hoping moves towards like 80, 90, maybe even $100, that's going to be like $100,000 gain. So I'm really excited for it, and I have plenty of time to hold it. So I just wanted your thought process on it. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Just remember, obviously, things can go south, so make sure you're hedging it or you're super protective over it, right? Don't do what everybody else does in here and PayPal comes out with ridiculous, terrible news or CEO, fraud or something weird that will cause a business problem. As long as business does business and there's not a global outside influence, let it run. But if it starts to pull against you, just like everything, this swing trade is no different than anything else we do. If it's continuously is pulling against you and doing what it's not supposed to, get out. There is no hopeism ever on trades, okay?
Absolutely. Thank you.
You got it. Last question or comment. Josh, go ahead.
Hey, Coach. I was actually going to tell you this around 9:20, but it started getting close to the bell. I have this app. It's a Bible app. Every day at 9:20, it gives me 2 verses. And it's kind of nice. It's a nice level header.
Yep.
So I don't get all psyched out for the bell. It reminds me what really matters.
Yep.
And it was just so crazy. I mean, it's not a question, so I'm just telling you. Hope it's fine. But it was so crazy how you're talking about, we're people helping people.
Yes.
And what really, the money doesn't mean shit.
That's right.
It's all about what we can do with it. And as you were saying it, I got 2 verses and it gave me shivers.
Oh, that's awesome.
The first verse was, you were saying people they can't even brush their teeth.
Yes.
They can't even go to the bathroom by themselves.
Right.
And there's some people that are complaining about going to work. You get to stand up. You have legs. You get to go to work.
That's right. It's a privilege.
And the verse that came across was, "This is the day the Lord made for you. Rejoice and be glad in it."
Yep, absolutely.
And if you're not a believer, it means you were given this day as a gift.
That's right.
So be happy with it.
That's right. That's awesome. Thank you.
And then the second one was, where your heart is, that's your treasure.
Yep.
And that's when you're talking about, chasing your passion. And your heart is it's obviously with helping people.
Yeah.
So I just thought that was really awesome.
Thank you, man. And a lot of that, again, stems from because I didn't get help, right? Nobody helped me when I was nobody. And I mean nobody. I didn't have a support system. So I think that's another reason why I know God put me on this earth to go through that so I can do for others that never was done for me, right? That's my job. It always has been. That's why I got into coaching so heavily. That's why I train people. I didn't get any of that. So I want to make sure nobody feels or experiences what I did. And I think that's where it comes from. So, because I didn't have nurturing, I didn't have loving. There was no mom figure. My dad was never home. There was none of that. There was no hugs and kisses, right? Right. I think my dad's told me he's loved me twice in my life. I didn't have that. My mom left at 4. I didn't have any of that. There was no loving, nurturing, caring. Are you okay? Are you fed? Did you get to school okay? Oh, you got a parent-teacher conference. We'll be there. There was none of that. There was none of that. So that's why I'm so serious about it. When you said that, by the way, I don't know if you guys can see my phone right there. You see it, Josh, on the Zoom camera?
Yeah, kind of.
Every day my wife
a little bit.
It's the same thing. Every day my wife sends me a verse.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, every single morning, right? She sends me a verse every single day. Today's verse, and we're not getting all churchy on you guys. Take it however, as far as if you're not religious, don't worry. We're not cramming religion down you. I don't care if you believe in God or not. I mean, I do, but I don't. I'm not. So nobody freak out. But it says, what do you think? If a man owns 100 sheep and one of them wanders away, will he not leave the 99 on the hills and go look for the one that wandered off? Damn it.
Coach, that is so you.
That's why it just hit me.
Yeah.
I didn't even read that yet today.
Yeah.
You get so upset when one person either misses the mark or you were always looking out for all of us, and I thought of that verse when a couple of times in our history together. So yeah, that's great. Your wife knows you so well.
Appreciate you guys. Yeah, that's Matthew 18:12 for believers. If you're not, don't worry. All that means, I mean, obviously, you guys kind of get the gist of it, is that we don't want anybody to go astray, right? It doesn't matter. Again, I don't care if you're religious or not. I love you. Come as you are. Doesn't matter. But the meaning behind it is I don't want anybody.
Deep breath, Coach. Deep breath, buddy.
To fall down.
Love you, Coach.
We love you, Coach.
Rough.
Always thankful for you, Coach, looking for us in the far places.
Love you, buddy.
That's a fact.
Coach, you still holding ILAG?
Yeah. Appreciate you guys. All right, I'm gonna fly. I've been so sick today. I've been so sick today all day. So I apologize if the energy level wasn't as high as I could possibly give it. I try to put everything I can into every day. I think that's why I'm so dead ass tired. And it's even after just 11, but you know, I've been up since 2:00. So that's
amazing today.
Coach, you're a freaking badass every day, Coach. You're a badass every day.
The energy was every day.
Today, Coach.
Don't worry.
Amazing.
Love your face.
Appreciate you guys.
Love you, Coach. You're the best.
Thank you guys. I appreciate you all. Let me
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you guys. Let me thank all my moderators, because again, without them, there would be no American Dream Trading. So thank you to Bruno, Carter, Lee, Don, Paul at the Beach, Miranda. Damn, still getting me.
20 and 30 seconds.
Let me
Punxsutawney Phil.
Bruno, Carter, Lee, Don, Paul at the Beach, Miranda, Johan, Unhappily Housewife, Eric's Moto, DT the Female Trucker, Luke Sidewalker, Kaizen, Jimmy, Brady, David, Mark, Nate, Ted, and Mark McSee. Thank you guys. Thank you again to all my military family. Anybody that's serving or that has served, thank you so much. Appreciate all of you. Love your faces. Thank you to all my first responders, firefighters, police officers, teachers, doctors, nurses, and all my truck drivers around the world. Thank you.
Got your back, buddy.
Coming through.
Thank you.
Who's watching, Grandma? Who's watching?
Wheel spin?
Yeah,
Like it, Coach.
that's awesome.
Somebody's watching Groundhog Day, dude.
Yeah, I know, right? Thank you. By the way, Philip B just got a VIP Gold membership. Congratulations to you.
Coach David's asking if there's a wheel spin today.
Yeah, did I miss it?
Nope, I'm sorry. The wheel spin, we're going to do it Monday.
Okay.
Sorry about that, partner. I've been so sick today. I mean, I've been, yeah. So I didn't want to get into something in case I had to run out the door. My stomach is jacked. That's why I just got this Diet Coke. I've been sipping on it, hoping it'll calm it down. So thank you again, Philip. By the way, David, tomorrow we're doing VIP Gold training at 11 a.m. Eastern.
Yes, sir.
There you go. So if you guys have not signed up, you want to sign up right now. That is the VIP Gold membership. Only if you're a VIP member can you add this on to your services. You guys will get the one-on-one with a moderator. You will get the help desk support system, our gold support, by the way. That's immediate support. We're trying to do that within 60 minutes. You guys will also get weekend training every single weekend. What else am I missing, moderators? I swear I need a list for this one. Hold on, let me look, because we got a whole breakdown now, because the geniuses that I have in here have a membership info. Yeah, there it is. So yeah, one-on-one with a moderator. Oh, unlimited mastermind classes while you have the membership. 1 hour of tech support, weekend training, VIP Gold Lounge access, breakout rooms when we call those, news services, which is awesome. Thank you, Lee. What a VIP Gold. Have you guys been watching the news channels that we have?
Amazing. It's like a briefing of the day.
Oh, it's crazy incredible.
Better than the Wall Street Journal.
Oh, it's amazing. So Lee, what a great job. So again, VIP Gold today only $1,500. It is going up to $2,500, just to give you guys a heads up after today. But thank you guys again so much for everybody being here. I'm going to go ahead and head out. Bruno, are you able to take over, partner?
Yeah, Coach.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much. Everybody have an amazing day. Hopefully you learned something today, or you made some money, or hell, both. You did both. That would be great. That would be awesome if you guys did both. But appreciate everybody. Have an amazing weekend. Love your faces. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Coach.
Love you more, Coach. Take care, bud.
Thank you guys.
Thank you very much, Coach.
You
Appreciate
got
you.
You got it.
Take care, Coach.
Have a great weekend, you guys.
You too, Coach.
Something real nice.
Oh shit, homework. Sorry, let me get homework.
I was just about to ask you about that.
Yes. By the way, this weekend I'm very excited. We're gonna go see that new action movie with oh gosh, I can't remember their names.
Argyle?
Yes, Argyle.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yes, I can't wait. Very excited. Every
A lot
time
of
I see it.
cameos.
Every time I see a preview, I'm like, yes.
And it seemed very creative spin, right?
Yeah, it looks cool as hell.
Fish out of water.
That other one looks really good too, where he's a stuntman.
Yeah.
That looks really good too. I can't remember what the hell the name of it is. And I love her. She's such a cutie. Shh, everybody be cool with that. Nobody get me in trouble on that one. Goodness gracious. All right.
Your wife might have to send you another Bible verse.
Exactly. All right, let me
Thou shalt not covet other people's wives.
That's right. That's right. Let's see. Let's do something a little fun, a little more fun, because last week we did crazy. Last weekend was crazy, right?
Yeah.
How about let's go Neighbors, the new Neighbors, not the old one. The old one was great too, but we're gonna do Neighbors.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Let me I'm gonna key it in now and post it in the membership lounge. Have you seen that one?
Nope.
Oh,
Not the new one, no.
Oh my gosh, it's
Saw the old one.
It's so good. You guys are gonna die laughing. It's in the membership lounge now. It's got that Zac Efron. And
it's funny, Coach. Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
We should try exploring the Sandler verse this year.
Oh,
I love the Sandlerverse.
Oh,
I have so many of his movies.
and if Dawn is up to it, or she ends up doing it, last weekend we did a Netflix party.
Yep.
So you guys were all able to watch Netflix at the same time. Did that work? Did they have like a chat and everything?
They had a chat, and it was me, Caitlin, and Miguel.
Oh, that's
so
awesome.
all you have to do if you have Netflix is go to netflixparty.com and get the extension. It's free. It's a Google Chrome extension, and then you can join the watch party with us. We can all watch this together.
Yeah,
let's do that.
Which is
Or
awesome
Chris
because
Zelda, too.
you set a time, right? You say at this time we're gonna watch it, and then everybody.
Yep, I put it in the membership lounge. At this time, we're gonna watch the movie, and I did it after David's. I think it was Sunday afternoon. It was about 2:00.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, that's
And
good.
Coach, I had an idea on the Zoom call as we transition towards the 1:30. What I could volunteer to do is like stay in the Zoom room and simulcast while people get transitioned over. Talk, you know what I'm saying? Is you could simulcast through the Zoom room.
At 1:30.